ecoleaf is one of those things where you have to use state law and use balance to create a trilogy endowment. So state law, it has a bunch of state laws, particularly county line, state line, borderline. But since my county is not the whole entire country, I'm only state county, which is the state of Texas. So it's the state of Texas government. So right now, I'll be looking. If I'm looking at somebody, it'd be somebody in the Texas administration. So that's where I can promise my needs and my good deeds from those good inheritance. I look up to them for more sponsorships or more leads as far as somebody somebody to look up to, some company as far as company, all insurance, all state farm, some insurance to look up for, or just good things that people would like. It's a reference. It's a reference note. Ain't a good $50 bill reference note. Ain't a good square equilibrium. So it's a good deal. At 50 will bring you in a good compassion if you're using enough in the right time frame. You got to use a certain amount in a certain time frame to make it complete. 80. So that would what I mean, that you would have to have 5 50s in order to feel like you wanted to be one of those richest guys. You had to have like 550s in 2020, 550s in 2020, and you have all that there. There we go, 80. But on equal leaf, it gives you a good acceptance rate on how to analyze and accommodate, regulate, and it gives you a time to analyze and reduct chances, have a tax deduction and a tax deficit. You gotta have that stuff all in line at the counter of the desk that you work in, or at the spot that you do that. And so yeah, basically that's what you're working on as an associate for one of my programs or associations. You just analyze and then what do you call that? I can't think of the name particularly, but that's what the associate does at my associations and stuff like that. It just analyzes and reduces tax deficits. It it duplicates that, and it makes a bill statement of it, and that will last through 20 years of a natural person's life for the next term of years that it goes on. So that's the 2.1 conversion, a whole set already enhanced at a 95% level of a $1,800 bid versus a $400 bid. So it's a big dollar on that, making it a big 75% dimension. big four set dimension. So more beta, more better. So yeah, you can eat better with that. Yeah, so the whole deal I want the associate to do is to analyze and enhance their hypothesis. Analyze and enhance their hypothesis. How far do you think the object can go? How far do you think power can take somebody with such strength and such, animosity? That's basically what the associate of my associations or, my interns or technicians, service contractors. It's a T-Mobile built type, uh, T-Mobile built type deal where you just use a team member of communications and you use square, circle, triangle to complete transactions like congressional law orders and stuff like that, which you asked them, and that's considered a lead because you're looking for a right to do whatever you need to do as far as the next person you're trying to do. Say you Restaurant Depot, you're a company like Restaurant Depot, and you want the the you want the restaurant. Yes, you want the restaurant to purchase retail off you. So you get retail, and you want the consumers, the restaurants to purchase resale off of consumers. So once you have that, you purchase it and you have more stock product in your business to keep you going above float and keep you flowing at the particular level that you need to be able to anticipate at. Other than just initiations, you just working on ambitions and energy, and not just energy, but uh, not just energy, but dehydration, and you need to be able to be influenced by your wellness of being. You have to have like 355 beats per minute 355 beats per minute on a natural going trial. When you're at work, you got to be working a certain heartbeats a minute, so you got to be working at a high pace market of being, so it'll be light on the forward edge type characteristics. So you walk light. You like to walk light at 8317, a mid light level, and 80 like the light level, that light, that nice edge look. 80 like the edge, 80. Maybe it's the edge you like, 80. Forward edge, 80. Now you get the associated. That's a whole nother thing. Possibly at 80, you're sitting down, relaxing, watching Night Quill at 80, Moon 80, it's 4th of July at 80, hang out with your people at 80. 215, probably could do that if you want to. 655, 25, 29, 84, 80. Probably in a hard time like that at 80. Only 80, 80. Yeah, 80, 85, 55, 80. Only 122, 25. So yeah. You got a copacetic plan your mind on petroleum and fuel. Petroleum and yeah, you gotta focus on which type of petroleum you use and what what petroleum you want to constantly use throughout the basis of your life, because the more you stay with one company, the more common you're gonna be able to use what you want to do in a more efficient way. Use Exxon, keep using Exxon for the next past 3 weeks, 3 months. See what Exxon has in store for you, because every career takes about 3 years to even 3 years to even commit. But it's the point of it's the point of it's the point of accuracy. It's the point of accuracy. You gotta stay accurate with the statistics of the mind, of the important mind, and think of new ways to propel interactive interactive slogans, or interactive campaigns or slogans, and we're good at that. So it's type of a state government. But since my U.S. government is already one whole state government, I was thinking, we do something with macroeconomics and keep everybody full. It's not good you full all day, but you eat about 12:30, 12:50, hang around, hang out to about like 6 o'clock, eat 6:30 meal and eating. That's just lunch and dinner right there. You just 6:30 meal, 6:30, 7:30. Hang out. That's normal. That's about like the normal average day of eating right there. Make sure you get a good meal, and make sure your world is stable in the actions that you're using it in, and this is just on baseball, just on athletics, period. We're using athletics at this time. So that's UIL. It keeps us copacetic. 35, 95 keeps us copacetic and keeps us on the right attitude levels, and teaches how to be distilled at our compassions and arts of moods and stabilizers. Learn some moods and stabilizers. But yeah, ecoleaf ain't nothing but it's just Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. It's just giving you a capability mode to perceive a nice distance of time with a nice strategy of time elapse. It's giving you a nice draft of a practical sketch. Nice draft of a practical sketch. So it just performs examples. It performs examples like Google does. That's a good interactive. It performs fonts like Google Interactive. No, yeah, like Google Interactive, and but it's also different because it has a little more of another company that's kind of like it as well. I think that's like TransUnion or something. TransUnion and Google. TransUnion and Google is almost the same, but it's not the same. So hopefully my company can make it out one day and make it one of the best companies of 90 years, and I can make a whole trial season of that, and just make a no-brainer deal off of, you know what I mean, just nothing but deal or no deal, and reading Comcast and CNN. That's my whole sports entertainment right there on T-Mobile and Comcast. Cause T-Mobile, I like T-Mobile because it creates my own personification, and it gives me the leisure and liberty to be my own Dominican and Republic type state. It gives me my liberty of freedom, my right to be, sustained the way I feel is my freely created character. It lets my associates be part of good things, and it gives them a good eye of at each other, good notifications. It's a good cell phone mobile user. No reason why it can't prevail as a outside mid-state cellular compatible. It's not that it's not compatible with its actions. So it's withdrawal within is with I.